of the Silver Snow Path, hunting by daybreak.
Looters deserve no What? Stop the thief.
Now in this playthrough, I don't have a particularly powerful army, but you'll have Byleth and you'll have Sedith.
What's my strategy?
Don't overextend yourself and don't go too far out if you can't. Your objective is to defeat the bandit leader, but he's pretty difficult to get to if you're not prepared. And he's got a lot of units in between you and him. The good news is that some of the bandits have concoctions, which will allow you to heal if you don't have a healer or your Byleth isn't a healer. Because I'm going to put it out there, Sedith isn't a healer. You'll notice that your weapon durabilities are back to 100%, so if you have a Seal Sword at 5, it'll now be 50. Keep that in mind as you proceed.
Allow me another victory. Guide me well.
Now Sedith, unfortunately... Well, the good news is he's a Wyvern Rider. The bad news is, unfortunately, that means he can't make great use of cover.
I must lead them well. This could turn the tides. It won't be in vain.
Someone will have to take care of the bandits, mind you, so don't be too surprised that Byleth is able to contend or fight against the bandits. If he can't, well, your battle was over before you even began.
It won't be in vain.
Obviously, when it comes to Sedith, do be careful because he doesn't benefit from forests. Although, being a Wyvern Rider, he's already really strong himself.
You defeat me? Left. Watch and learn. This could turn the tides. I'll have to be clever. Let's think carefully. Gotta use your head sometimes.
We had no place to go, so we came back to Garreg Mach. But then... Huh? Professor?
Looks like there's a fight. I'm ready to join the battle.
It is confirmed that Professor is alive. I will be... cooperating.
What are you doing here? Never mind, we'll have to talk later. Help us with these thieves.
Now, as with the other hunting by daybreak battles, you'll get reinforcements. The first round will be Dorothea, Caspar, and Petra, provided you are playing... they haven't died on Classic.
More fighting.
I know that sounded really morbid, but it is unfortunately true.
Attack at your own risk.
Things should be significantly easier now, but again, don't get careless and don't recklessly overextend. I made my Petra a Falcon Knight, which is why she has the flying capabilities that she does.
My heart burns with pride.
In case you're wondering, Petra isn't normally a flyer, you are absolutely correct on that stance. She is not. I'm actually going to keep him... No. I'm actually going to start attacking a bit more aggressively with Sedith.
Haven't we?
Hit and run.
All is going to plan.
I need to get rid of that blessed bow user.
Not for myself, for everyone.
Try to keep up! Let's try something.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Byleth looks like he's in a bad place, but I guarantee you he's fine. I wouldn't throw him into the deep end like this if he wasn't going to be.
Another victory.
Each battle a victory. For Bridget.
You're all going down.
The thieves have some pretty sweet items, so do not be afraid to take the time to take all of them out. They also drop door keys. And the reason why that's important is because there are 2 doors on the end of the enemy commander. You'll want to remember that for the next half of the mission.
That is all.
Oh. Statistics. Seth can still be hit by a 27% chance. No, it's like I said, Byleth is going to be just fine.
Another victory.
People? A battle?
Now the second half of reinforcements will arrive.
Here. Wait, is that Professor?
Professor, you're alive after all. Well then, I am quite pleased with my choice to come here.
Professor! Never mind. We have to focus on winning this fight. Lend us a hand. Let's beat them back.
You will have Ferdinand, Linhardt, and Bernadetta join you, provided that they didn't die.
Ready for it?
Again, I know how morbid that sounds. However, because they're starting out from the top of the map, it is highly likely that you're going to have to break through the barriers in front of you before you can actually start doing
I'm awake.
or start actually fighting properly. Out of the way. It's time for me to claim that bow.
Only thorns left on this rose. I went back to Bridget once. Witness Bridget Pride!
I must lead them well.
It all comes down to this.
If we split our troops in 2,
Fight.
Now, what Seta said is actually very important. The leader can and is capable of attacking your unit, of fleeing the battlefield from 2 ends. So if you're able to surround the leader and make it so that he'll have a harder time escaping, it's going to work to your advantage. It looks like an odd choice to open a door, but you'll quickly find that I did that for a reason. Don't forget to use the healing tiles on the maps if you need them.
No! I'm not the one. They won't see this coming.
Don't worry, I will take that leader down. I'm not stalling for time for some ridiculous reason. You'll start to see what I mean in a moment. I'll take the leader down and you'll see what happens. Oh, the mission's over. Not.
It isn't looking good for us. He has some treasure from the monk.
In fact, the leader eventually just picks one of the entrances. In this case, it's the north entrance. And then just decides to flee out there. As a result, although he'll have to make his path down the monastery, the ruins of the monastery, I should say, he'll still be able to leave and eventually get out to one of those pink squares. If the commander gets to one of those pink squares, mind you, you lose the mission. So it's really important. I mean, really important that you get to the monastery all right. I mean, that you don't let the enemy commander escape to the monastery.
This is my stage now.
Actually did that because they have some pretty nice items that you may want, but it doesn't really matter.
Mine is unstoppable. Each battle a victory.
I have the perfect floor.
I'll just have Petra open up a chest just for the fun of it. Ooh, there's a pretty good item in there.
This is the cost of war.
Other chest is there. Who had the other key? Oh, it's blocked by a door. Whatever. Not really all that important. We'll just kill the bandit leader and end this video.
Maybe.
Really, this mission isn't that hard.
I thought it... That man used to be a merchant here at the monastery. He must have fallen on hard.
That is the Hunting by Daybreak battle for the Silver Snow Path in a nutshell. Really, just take your time, advance slowly. There are treasures in this part of the map that you may want, but they're really optional. You don't have to get them if you don't want to. Just make your way up slowly, take out the bandits, use the heal tiles if needed, and when reinforcements come in, use them to your advantage, surround the leader so that when he eventually does escape after his first defeat, you can still catch him. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this walkthrough, please do subscribe. There will be more videos like this in the future. Until then, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video on this path.